I know you feel like you want me, and I guess in a way you do. Holding my breath, unraveling emotions. I need some space.
Can you explain to me what favoritism is?
Favoritism is when somebody shows special treatment to someone else and not to the other person.
Favoritism is when a person selects like another person and views them as a favorite, and as well like prefers them than other students.
Favoritism would be favoring one person over another. I would personally say in a negative way, because it doesn't equally give students the same opportunity if you're talking about in a classroom.
Okay, so I think that favoritism is when, like, I don't know, like a teacher or like an adult, for example, like they favor like one group of people more than like another group of people, like based off of their own preference.
Favoritism is where one person chooses someone over the other, and there's many examples parental-wise or in the school system.
Favoritism to me is when a person treats a group of people differently from another group based on how much they like them.
What type of students are most commonly favored?
Okay, so I think the group of people that are favored like most are people that are involved in more stuff, like they're involved in more groups, like they're considered popular kind of, and like they're more social, they go to more parties over people who aren't really like that social in a way, but yeah.
Students are mostly commonly favored from teachers or people who are like teachers' pets, because they're like smooching off the teacher and also trying to make conversation. So through making this conversation, I guess they try to bond, and also if they're high in academics.
At Richview, I would say the kids that play sports definitely are favored by even like the principals, vice principals. I see it. Yeah.
Kids who play sports are more favoritized in the school system, as well as people who join clubs and build bonds with teachers.
Usually it's the smarter kids or the, teacher pets or like white kids.
People who are more social, for example, people who play sports or like are in clubs.
A person that's outgoing, maybe like they're more comfortable to make jokes with the person, I guess.
Has favoritism ever affected you?
It hasn't really affected me personally, but I have seen it a lot like around the school.
Okay, a time favoritism has affected me is I'm on a sports team, and the teacher running the sports team did me a favor by getting me out of a class that my parents didn't want me to be in, while another student who asked to switch out of the class to go back to their original class wasn't able to.
Well, I can't lie, in like elementary, middle school, I was the favorite, but I still did not think it was fair, and it did make me feel very uncomfortable being favored over other students, because I still felt like I needed to give the rest of the students equal opportunity and the same fairness that I got.
100%, because I feel like some students feel like they're not worth their attention. They'll try just twice as hard to work harder.
People think I'm favored by teachers because they think I'm smart, but I'm really not.
Yeah, there have been moments where like favoritism has affected me, but like it's more of other kids getting higher marks that I know I deserve that I didn't end up getting.
Do you think favoritism negatively affects the classroom?
Favoritism negatively affects some students because most teachers favor female students rather than male, and yeah, it's mostly male students that are not favored.
Favoritism does affect people in the classroom. For instance, like a person who talks more in the classroom will get more attention by answering questions, by giving answers and starting group conversations, while a person who doesn't talk that much will be left behind, and the teacher will think they're not really trying, but they are.
I think so for sure, because like teachers, when they're favoring other students, it kind of brings down others and like feeling that they're not as important as all the students in one class.
Yeah, like 200%. because because there's a lot of things that happen where you feel like you deserve something else, but it doesn't happen, and then it starts to make like conflict or like drama between other students.
Yes, it definitely does affect classrooms in a negative way because all students need to have the same learning opportunities and the same ability to learn in a classroom environment as everyone else.
Do you think that there's a way to stop favoritism?
Personally, I don't think so. There's always going to be people that are biased towards certain people, and that's just it.
I feel like favoritism happens on like a subconscious level, so people aren't actually trying to choose favorites. But at the end of the day, I guess people just need to be more cognizant of what they're doing and just try to respect everyone equally.
I honestly think it's just letting these teachers know, or these people that favor other people know, because sometimes they can not even be aware that they're doing it, and it's just letting them know what the effects of it actually are and ways to solve it.
No offense to teachers, not naming any, but if some teachers could not be sexist, that'd be great.
Do you see favoritism in your school?
A ton.
A lot.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
A lot. To be honest, everywhere.
Why do you think it's a problem?
Favoritism is a problem because students start to feel neglected by their teachers, and it starts to get a little unfair.
I feel like it's a problem because everyone deserves to be treated equally.
I think it's a problem because it's unfair with other students. For example, like if someone's more extroverted than another student, then like, I don't know, it's just unfair for them. And I feel like it's like bad in a way towards the student because it kind of, like if you're introverted, like will kind of lower your self-esteem, I guess.
It is unfair and every student should be treated equally.
Favoritism is a problem because it's unfair and unjust. All students should be considered on an equal playing field.
It's a problem because, bottom line, it's just completely unfair.
I think it's a problem because it brings a lot of students down, especially their self-esteem, and it's making them feel like they're less worth it, while other students who are, in some cases, equally as capable of doing something, it just makes no sense to do that to a student.
Teachers are human, so it's possible that a teacher might actually have his or her favorites. However, I think teachers need to be more aware. It's human nature for people to show favoritism intentionally or unintentionally. There are many forms of favoritism, and almost every high school student has experienced it in either a negative or positive way. It is a practice that is unfair and also can start resentment in the students who do not receive the same treatment as others. As such, favoritism can also have a negative impact on a teacher's reputation. Students who are not favored are likely to develop negative attitudes towards the teacher and sometimes even towards the school. Most of the time, favoritism is overlooked and wrongly so. Like any injustice, favoritism should be tackled in a manner where students can feel as though they have an equal opportunity within the classroom, just as we'd expect in the real world after high school.
That's the tea.